Good evening. My name is Lourdes Wiegand, and I am an advocate for early childhood education. I believe that early childhood education it has always been a great concern in our American education. Many people have not put the emphasis on early childhood learning because they tend to be confused about the importance of giving an education to a young child versus giving an education to an older child. It is true that both are important, but it is also very true that a child, when it's young, can absorb and understand many new things and concepts that sometimes becomes a little bit more difficult and harder as they grow. We need to take advantage of the minds that are developing and the minds that can absorb all this new learning information and also learn from the social interactions that they can learn from an early age. Many governments in many different countries has understood the dilemma between giving the funds necessary for a young child versus giving the funds to an older child. Both need to be addressed. This is why the lack of funding in education for young children have become a problem in this nation. Early children education is extremely important. Our young children should be exposed to new concepts and new beginnings because they will be the future of our country. Government and different politicians sometimes have used the subject as a matter of debate for their own gain to win different presidential campaigns and to win the votes of other people in the community. This is also great, but the most important thing is to do something about it. We have an example when President Obama created a Child's and Distribution Act, and he allotted different $1.2 billion for early childhood education. He was trying to give this money to actually the people that are in a poverty level or have always had an issue by trying to send their children because economically they cannot sustain this. This was created for the children to give them the ability to learn and to actually become better community members in the near future. I personally believe also that when you do this at the beginning of a young child, we prevent problems in the future that can be addressed when they're young and not wait until they reach an elementary school level or even in middle school. As a teacher, I can tell you that I have noticed many problems in my classroom that I know have been dragged through the years. And it was not significantly important when they were young, but now it has created a big issue. The importance of learning at a young age has been not seen as a big issue or as important as it should be. Educators too. Educators also benefit from this funding process that we should have. Educators also has decided to start leaving the educational system, especially in early education. Why? Because if there are no funds necessary to allow them to be able to become good educators, then they will choose another path. This is very sad because I know there is a lot of people out there that have the ability and the necessary passion to teach young children. Also, not having enough funds have not allowed them to continue developing their careers and to enhance more education to then apply it in the classroom. Cooperative learning then becomes a total destruction instead of something that we can build together for the community and with the community. I can also explain that many educators have not been paid what they deserve to be paid. And this salary discrepancy have made them also believe that education, even if it's their passion, may not be the correct path because it will not help them through their life and with their families. I believe also that the lack of creation of many new programs within the early childhood education and many more centers that could be open to also assist younger children, then will not be opened simply because we have not allowed the necessary funds to be able to work for this specific process. Another debate that I have is with the community. The community also loses many things. The community loses the integrity that has the potential to have a young child become a good citizen. You will empower a child by giving them the tools at a young age. You will tell them basically, this is what I want you to learn, and now you're going to expand it later on when you go to elementary, middle school, or high school. Many problems can be solved, like I said before, from an early moment in life than later. And later in life means more problems, more funding that we do not have. Also, the community. The community invests a lot in its members. And we clearly notice that by not having this very well organized, we are the ones who are losing towards this. We are the ones that will not see the benefits of a community thriving for this. It will create more jobs. It will create the expectations to be higher as well. Sadly, then we fail again as a society. Early childhood learners are powerful. They are the ones who will lead the nation in the future. And not only that, they are the ones that will contemplate many new things and create policies. Organizations also, for example, that I have mentioned, we have the Boys and Girl Scouts, and also we have these organizations also will benefit the children more if they also have the proper amount of fundings. There are many children out there that are just in need of these organizations to provide them the necessary tools to thrive in society. Many parents have to attend their jobs and are not there for the children during the daytime. And these organizations will be fulfilling the necessary factors to help the children succeed. They become like the second parents. And talking about parents, what is important about being a parent? A parent also has to be involved in the child's education. However, I have noticed that there's a lack of proper communication between the schools and the parents. We have to set centers, we have to set appointments, meetings, conferences, and probably seminars and classes where a parent can attend at no cost. At the end, we are the one who lose. All of us. We are losers if we don't help our children. Also, parents can become more of the advocate of the child, but they need to be empowered for that. How do you empower a parent? You empower a parent by helping them to learn about the child's development. You empower them by providing them with the tools with necessary for them to help other children and to help their own. Websites, technology, and different things are available in today's world. But we gotta remember that some of them may not be familiar with this concept or probably will not have it. So we have to teach them how to access this information from the internet. So the website should be user-friendly. It should have a place or a specific area where they can go watch a video, for example, and listen to it and not have any trouble having access to it. If I was a parent and I have problems accessing a video, then I probably will turn it off and will not watch it. And we really do not want that. We want them to continue to prevail and watch the video and learn from it. The closer the parents are with a school and a teacher, the more success we will have with a child's education. And lastly but not least, let's remember that families, government, community, and teachers working together will make the best for a child, and we'll make the best for the community itself. We will thrive, and we are investing in our future. So let's not forget about that and keep it up for always.